My name is Jasmine Wan. This is a video explanation of 4 ways to model numbers, specifically 4 and -5. It is a part of a video assignment for my Mathematics for Teacher course at Bridgewater State University. Now there are 4 ways to model numbers that I'm going to show you today, and one of these ways is using 2 color chips. So in this case you can see there are yellow chips and there are red chips. Yellow chips are going to represent positive numbers and red chips are going to represent negative numbers. Now today we are going to be showing 4 and -5. So the first one is going to be 4. Now you notice that 4 is a positive number, so you're going to need positive chips. Each chip represents 1. So in this case you're going to need 4 positive chips. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's one way that you can represent 4 in the manner of 2 color chips. However, you can also represent it in another way by adding more chips, but making sure that the chips you add will equal 0. And these are called 0 pairs. So you can add a negative chip and a positive chip. And you notice the negative chip and the positive chip together will make 0. So it does not add anything. This picture still represents 4. Just in this case, it is with a 0 pair. Now, we are going to also represent the number -5. Again, you see here, well, here it is a negative number, so we're going to use the red chips. So you have -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So you notice each chip represents 1 or -1 in this case. So you have a picture, a model showing that represents -5. Now same thing here, you can add 0 pairs. So you can add a positive and a negative. And you notice that still it is representing -5. There's just a 0 pair in there. And you can add another if you so choose. And no matter how many 0 pairs you add, as long as you add both a positive and a negative to equal 0, you are going to have your -5 represented with the 2 color chips. Remember that the yellow chips represent the positive numbers and the red chips represent the negative numbers. In addition, the magnitude is the amount of a certain color of chip compared to the other color of chips. So for example, how many yellow there are compared to how many red. Another way to model numbers would be using Algebra, which is a program designed by my professor, Dr. Sabanine at Bridgewater State University. Now notice on this basic mat, as so labeled, there is a positive side and there is a negative side. Therefore, however many blocks you put on the positive side will equal the positive number, and same with the negative side. The blocks you put there would be the negative number. Now these blocks are all going to be the same color because you can distinctly see which side is which, what is positive and what is negative, whereas with the chips you weren't able to see precisely. So we are going to show the number 4. So with the number 4, you can do just 4 positive rods here. So you have 4 rods on the positive side, and that is +4. Now, say you wanted to make it look different, like not quite the same, just like 4 rods. You can add a 0 pair, like we did with the chips, on either side. So you see these 2 would equal 0 because it is a positive and a negative, so they cancel each other out. And then you have 4 positive rods. So you can add as many 0 pairs as you so choose. Notice that as long as these sides are equal, then you will remain with the number 4. Now, let's use another number. Say we did -5 instead. So we would put 5 rods on the negative end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have 5 rods on the negative end. And now same thing here. So this picture alone does represent -5 on its own. But say you wanted to spice it up a little and add some 0 pairs. You had 2 extra positive and 2 extra negatives. You still have the -5 because these pairs equal 0. And that is how you represent on algebra blocks. Remember that the blocks in the positive area represent positive numbers and the blocks in the negative area represent negative numbers. In addition, the magnitude is the amount of blocks in the two areas. So essentially, similar to the chips, the difference between the two areas. Now, another way to model numbers is by using a number line. So you see here, this number line is labeled -10 to 10 with 0 in the middle. So we are going to start by labeling 4. So we're going to use the green blocks as positives and the red blocks as negatives, just to show the color difference. So you notice each block here represents 1. So if you're going to represent the number 4, you need 4 blocks and you need to go up to 4 on the number line. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you notice that you have 4 blocks and this goes all the way up to the line number 4. And that's how you would represent 4 on the number line. Now, say you wanted to represent -5. So with -5, we're going to use the red blocks for negative numbers, and we're going to drag it so that we can start at 0. So we have 0 to -1, and then we have -2, -3, -4, and -5. So you notice this also goes up to -5 on the number line, and there are 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is how you would represent -5 on the number line. So remember that the positive numbers are the numbers to the right of 0, and the negative numbers are the numbers to the left of 0 on the number line. And in addition, the magnitude is the distance from 0 on the number line. Now, the last of the 4 models we're going to use is money. So we are going to make up a story so we can see how money works. So you see here Sally. Sally wants to buy apples, and apples are $1 each, and she has $4. So Sally owns $4. That's how you would represent +4. You can see that she has $4 with her. However, Sally wants to buy 9 apples. To buy 9 apples, she needs $5 more. Now her friend Anna is really nice and has $5 that she's willing to let Sally borrow. So Anna has $5. So when Sally borrows those $5 from Anna, Sally owes Anna $5. She needs to give $5 back to Anna later on when she gets $5 more. So with positive and negative numbers, you represent money with positive numbers being the money that you own, and then negative numbers are the money that you owe to another person, you owe to a bank, you owe to someone else. And in this case, the magnitude is the amount of money from 0.